What's up guys, Kiwi Bro here, back at you with another Black Ops 4 video. Now before we get into the video, please, if you are new here, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers and it would mean a lot if you could go ahead and just push that sub link. It doesn't cost you anything, you're not going to lose anything by subbing to the channel. Be greatly appreciated. And also if you could drop a like on this video, that would be amazing. Drop a like if you love chicken nuggets. Now let's get into the video. As you've seen in the title or the thumbnail, we're talking about the least favorable sniper rifle of its class. We're talking about the SDM sniper rifle. Now, a lot of people have related this rifle to the MK14, which was an assault rifle in other Call of Duties. Now, I'm going to say this is pretty accurate description of this weapon. Honestly, with the right setup, guys, this can be used as an assault rifle or even be compared to the tactical rifle class such as the Auger DMR. I mean, basically this is the sorry, not the Auger, yes, the Auger DMR. This is basically the Auger damage rifle. The only difference is that it has a slower fire rate and a higher recoil. But the positive is it has a much higher damage coupled with this class I'm going to show you today. You're going to be blown away with what you're going to be able to achieve with this class. Now, obviously, I am using this to get diamond sniper rifles. It has been painstakingly hard, but once you get used to how the weapon behaves with certain attachments, you'll find a way in which you can use it successfully and go ahead and dominate and get those diamond sniper rifles. A little bit of flawed English there, guys. So firstly, I'm going to get into my preferred class setup and then talk about how you may want to use it differently. Now, for the optic, I use threat detector. Now, the way I use this weapon, I basically treat it like a tactical rifle, where I can be semi-aggressive, but also defensive. Like, I can play both ways. Now, in no means do you want to use this weapon as a rushing weapon, simply because the slower fire rate and because of the high recoil. The recoil is that of a sniper rifle, guys. So, obviously, you can tell that for yourself, how you want to play with it. So, obviously, I use the threat detector. This is perfect for how I play, but you can also use the dual zoom. It gives you sort of a close range, short range combat, and this is the gameplay you're seeing here. This is what I'm using. For the attachments, now, these can be changed around a bit, but to make it the most effective and the most accurate, I run grip, FMJ, and high caliber, and obviously you're going to need to use a wild card as one of your picks for this, but it is well worth it. With the high caliber, guys, this makes it a one-shot headshot. This makes it so much easier, and if you are very accurate, you'll be just picking people off left, right, and center, getting those headshots for your camos, guys. Now, FMJ, obviously, it just allows you to get people who are head glitching, or if you are head glitching, you can sort of duck behind a cover, but still be able to shoot and do a fair bit of damage. And the grip just reduces your weapon sway when, you know, aiming, and it increases your ADS speed as well, minimally, but it does do that. So, secondly, we're going to get into the stats of the weapon. These are the base stats, no attachments, no nothing. So on the scale in game, it's always out of 20. For the damage, it is a 12 out of 20. So just to put it in perspective, the Outlaw with no attachments is a 14 out of 20. So there's not a hell of a lot of difference, but it is a faster fireaway weapon, so it is going to be most commonly a two-shot kill. The range on this weapon is a 16 out of 20. That's understandable. It is a sniper rifle, and for that you need the higher range for it. And with the original attachment, with, you know, not changing the sniper scope, this will stay that way. The fire rate is a 6 out of 20, which is just below the Auger DMR. Sorry, guys. And the accuracy is a 12 out of 20. Now, I think this is simply a little bit lower than the other sniper rifles because a lot of times people will be spamming this weapon. If you're getting into a quick close range combat, you know, you're gonna be spamming it, and the high recoil is gonna make it a little bit more difficult for you guys. Now I'm gonna tell you the stats that have changed after putting my class setup on. So the damage increases to 14 out of 20, which is the base stats of the outlaw. So basically you end up with an outlaw with no attachment, just by putting high cal and FMJ on. The range goes up to decreases with my attachment set up to a 14 out of 20, but this really doesn't matter because the maps are a lot smaller in this game, so you don't really need the range. And obviously if you are going for the long shot challenge, just use the normal sight, and that will help you out. The fire rate does not change at all. There's no way to change the fire rate, and I think that's a good way to have it because it is already a fast fire sniper rifle. It is essentially an assault rifle, and the accuracy goes up by 3 points to a 15 out of 20. Now this is mostly because of the grip, reduces the weapon sway and the accuracy, obviously. Now this weapon also has a few pluses and minuses, a few things I've kind of slightly talked about. Firstly, you can add iron sights to this weapon, so you can run just straight iron sights, which running that with the appropriate class setup will make this class a competitive assault rifle or tactical rifle while playing. I've used it a couple of times. It's not my preference, but I can see the need for it. It does change your gameplay up a lot. If you want to play a little bit more aggressively, run the iron sights. Obviously, we've talked about this is a fast fire sniper rifle, so it is going to have higher recoil, but this can be combated by leading your shots a little bit, and just learning the recoil patterns. Go into a custom game and practice your recoil patterns. Shoot a wall a couple of times. One thing I do have to say, do not no-scope spam this gun, because it is highly inaccurate when you're no-scoping. I do not recommend it whatsoever. And obviously, as I said, guys, if you're doing the headshot challenges and you just kind of want to get this weapon out of the way, make sure you equip high caliber, if not anything else. This will grant you absolutely every single time a one-shot headshot, guys. Now, another thing that this weapon has is a thermal sight. I personally do not ever run thermal sights. I find them tacky and almost cheating. I know a lot of people run thermal sights with LMGs, which honestly just shows that you have no skill or no talent. And I'm not ripping on people that do it, because a lot of people do it. I just personally don't like doing it. Last thing we're going to talk about, guys, is a recommended secondary. Now, playing with this class, you may want to play a little bit more defensively, so the first thing I recommend is a Helion salvo. This way you can take down your enemies' UAVs, counter UAVs, attack choppers, that sort of thing, guys. It's just going to help you out. And obviously, you want to if you're going for dark matter, rock this, get it out of the way. The end challenges are fairly simple. And obviously, the last one is the RK7 Garrison burst fire pistol. This gun, it just says it for itself. And running the class that I have, you won't have enough picks to run attachments, but this gun without attachments is still very, very effective. But anyway, guys, the last little bit, I'm just going to talk freely about this weapon and what I think about it. Honestly, guys, I don't think this should be a headshot challenge weapon because of the type of weapon it is. I think it should be maybe a two-shot kill. Because if you're accurate to the body, you're like waist up, it is a two-shot kill, but sometimes it really isn't, and sometimes you get caught out and you end up shooting someone's feet, or they're jumping around like a bunny rabbit, or someone thinks they're playing Fortnite and is constantly hopping along. But honestly, guys, I like this weapon. Once the challenges are done, I'll probably rock this weapon. It is effective. It is essentially an assault rifle, guys. It is the MK14. It is what you know and love, and honestly, You don't have to use my class setup. This is just like my personal opinion, guys. But anyway, you know, sort of sponsor clip right here. I'm sponsored by two companies right now, ggstore.co.nz. They sell all console style games at very competitive prices, and my new sponsor, which I will be doing an announcement video at some point, is of course Rogue Energy. They are better than G Fuel, guys. So check out the link in the description below. Go check them out and go get some awesome products with the code KiwiBro. Anyway, guys, this has been an SDM video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel to join the brotherhood. I've been your KiwiBro, and I am out. Peace.